But anyways, this is what I'm gonna be shaving with. My vintage 1971 Schick injector Easy Rider version. And no, it's not. In case anyone wants to know, this doesn't have anything to do with the movie from 1969 in any way. And look, and that's how it is. It has the male symbol, and it says Easy Rider by Schick. And look, this is why it gave that nickname of the Easy Rider. Has the guard bar, which if you watch my shave channel, you know I have sensitive skin. So this one is perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna do a quick shave video and boom. And then here, just here we go. And boom. And this is what I'm gonna use. The edge cedar and butter. Plus it says edge and then it has the Schick, like it works with any Schick model. And I would assume even with the vintage ones as well. Wow. Hmm. Wow. Smells like has that smoky smell to it. But anyways, let's give this a try. Whoa. This one I had since I was 15, but and this one I bought at at the flea market in Albuquerque when I was 15 years old. But I had to sell it, you know. So I just recently um basically I basically went and I and I and I saw someone who had this, so I had to buy it from him again. So this is the first time in over 2 decades that I use this. And the razor I'm using is the new Parker variant. And as harsh as those blades are, you can get by with this. I love this. Whoa, that's a lot of hair. Now this. Whoa, this does take off the thick stubble. And trust me, I have thick stubble. Basically, I have coarse hair. Anyways, now let's do the secondary pass, and then be able to. Whoa. And I know some people will question me and say, well, why don't you let your beard grow out? I already did let it grow out for a week without really shaving. Because I wanted, and I usually don't do that. Well, yes, I sometimes let it grow for a week essentially. A lot of the times I want to try my razors to see how well it gets. And then this. You remember that old cheesy commercial that had Henry Fonda from that 1971 commercial? That one where Demolition Derby and how they always smashed his car or whatever, or like they bump it and boom, he's shaving with this. Although I would not recommend that for anybody, you know. Someone did try to do that. Not only they get a huge cut next, but that person, you know, is a paraplegic now. That one person that tried to attempt, that watched Henry Fonda do that thing, and there was people who try to replicate it. Again, don't do it. Even I would never do it. And of course, cheesy as it was in the early 70s, and this one's a rare um that one this one's a rare promotional special promotional offer. I mean, if you're looking for this on eBay or something, if you're looking for this on eBay, please um narrow your try to narrow your search, because these don't pop up often as a this doesn't pop off as often as the regular classic 60s or early 70s Schick injector razors would. So far so good. So far no nicks. But let's not speak too soon, all right? And and you know, and I can tell right away this was mine original one that I purchased, because if you see back there, you can see burn marks. And this kind of has a burn mark. That's what I did when I first purchased this thing. So that's how I knew right away, because I ended up selling it like the idiot that I was, but I'm glad I bought it back because I mean these are rare. I mean they're super rare. That I mean I know there's some people that might watch this and want to get their own pair of these. Please narrow down your search because these don't really pop up as often as a regular Schick injector from the 60s, early 70s. This doesn't really pop up as often. So as far as, you know, being able to have something like that, I mean it doesn't pop off pretty often. So you have to narrow down your search. And just like that double edge razor that I shaved with last week, it goes in that same class as well. Where if you're looking for that chick platinum, please narrow down your search because it doesn't come up often as a regular injector or a regular chick Corona. Wow. Wow. This does do good so far, no nicks, tugging and pulling. But I mean as great as that is, and it is. And don't get this wrong. This does work. It does. I would use it any day. I say it's really good, except and yeah, it does give kind of pretty much a smooth shave. But if I would shave to at least get the those beard hair out, the rest of it, I'm gonna have to use one of my cartridge razors. But of course, I'll do it off camera because if I'm gonna show something, I want to show it on its own. But did this do good? While as far as shaving, as far as you know, I mean, yeah, there's no so far, no cuts, nothing of a sort. Does it handle really hard stubble? I mean, it doesn't do much of a good job in that, but it doesn't do good, but it doesn't do bad. But I'll use it, because it's my favorite. But anyway, I just want, anyways, let's see. Anyways, I'll clean up, I'll clean all this up. Of course, you guys don't have to see that. Wait a minute. Now that I thought about it, um, I think that was my second pass. Sorry. Sorry. This is what, I mean, forgive me, but I really wasn't myself today. Plus, I have to do all this hair in a hurry because I have to do something quick, you know. So I can do one more um shave. Of course, I'm shaving, but one more pass because I want to give a real review and not cheat you guys in any way. You hear that? It's working. And boom. I love this. Wow, it's really taking off the beard hair. Maybe I maybe I'm misconstrued with this. It's just that was probably my second pass. I'm cleaning it up. I like this. And I know some of you asked if I seen the Selena movie, that one, and no, it's not Selena Gomez, even though she is pretty. I gotta admit, but I'm talking about the original Selena from the mid '90s fame. You know, she was killed and all that. Now, I watched that movie. Do I recommend that movie? Sure, but it's really just a sensational account. Again, every movie, like even something so simple as being based on real life, they sometimes sensationalize it. And why? Don't ask. I don't know why they sensationalize. Don't ask me why they sensationalize it. But anyone who's famous now, people are not going to really know about who they are. So the media will always portray that person in such a way. I mean, is it really the way they should be memorialized? No, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, anyways, now I did finally do that third pass. I still need to go through it, but again, I'll do that off camera. But anyways, Do I like this? My real honest take. Yes, this really does good. And I like the injector razor. If I would pick a razor from a double edge to an injector, I would pick an injector razor. And I'll tell you why. You see the curvature to it where kind of gives off that system razor. And it's basically razors like these, I don't know if you knew, but it helped lead to the system razor, which is basically a cartridge razor. Now, this one, I don't know if you would call it a a a, a cartridge razor, but but now this one is the pre-shave that but for electric shave um pre-shave, and this is what I usually do. I spray this, and people would ask, why would I do that? For one, like, you know, you always gotta keep your razors clean. I mean, that's how they rust easy. That's how they exactly how they rust very easily. And something that we don't need our razors, and plus we don't want that gunk of a smell. So gotta say is I love this. I mean yeah. Now I can see why these were special editions. And no, not what you guys think. Don't get me wrong. I love that razor. It's really a good razor. It really does what it's supposed to. It's not it's not, fancy looking, but it does get the job done. So I'm gonna do a touch up pass with my cartridge razor again. I'm going to just do that with my cartridge razor, but of course I'll do that off camera. Anyways, if you like my shave video, give a like, subscribe, which means click the thumbs up, and keep watching more of my shave videos. You know, cause if you like it, watch it. And I know I was gonna say that earlier, but judging by the way the feedback system is, didn't seem like I even have to try. Anyways, you guys have a blessed, beautiful weekend, and I'll see you next week. You have a blessed rest of your day.